G'day, welcome back to 7 Billion Humans. So we'll just continue on from level 43. Okay. Need to recreate this multiplication table so I can look stuff up. Sandwich contains 2 calories, and if I eat 400 sandwiches, how come I still want more sandwiches? Okay. Fill in the multiplication table. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let's think about this. Okay. So, if we just focus down on one person, if we say, alright, how would we get her to figure this out? We would tell her to... I want a memory one. We sort of want it to be like, if it's a 0 that you're standing on, then you need to go through this process. I kind of feel like it would be step. We're going to go step any direction. If underneath me equals 0, then this, else, jump to here. So that's sort of our initial step. Basically walk around until you find a 0. If you find a 0, set direction down as memory 1. So you're remembering the square that you want. So then we want, if this direction equals a wall, that memory 2 to be down. Down. Else. Step. Left. Jump to here. Okay. Step left. And then jump. So what you would do is you would set memory 2, and then you would step to memory 1. If that direction equals a wall, so it would be the same thing. If that equals a wall, set memory 3 to that. Else jump to here. And then we set that, and then we step to memory 1. Then we calculate memory 2 times memory 3 equals memory 4. Pick up memory 1. We don't need that step then, so we can just tell them to go pick up memory 1. Set memory 1 to equal memory 4. Drop. Jump to here. Alright, let's see if I got that. You found a 0, great, so you walk over. She finds it's a 9, she's got that, she walks back to her spot. Now why are you stuck? Sorry, I missed one thing. It should be else. Step up. Try that again. Alright, so say this guy here. He's got his 9. So he now wanders back to his 0. Now keeps looking up. He goes to that, so he should work out that this will be 18. So he's got the 2, he does the math. 9 times 2 is 18. Great. Walk down here. Okay, why didn't you set it? No, sorry. That's the wrong thing. Wrong instruction. It should be right. Right memory 4. Drop. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so say this girl here, she's got 28, 36. What do we got? 36. 9 times 4. Yeah, that's right. Cool. Now the question will only be whether they can do this in the amount of time allotted. I mean, I can actually change this to be nearest 0 is the first. Actually, let's stop this. If we get rid of that, let's say nearest, no, because I can't pick a number. Okay. Get back, go undo, undo. Set 0. If I change something still, undo. That's how it was, wasn't it? Yeah, let's try that again. No, I've killed something. Undo. Hit undo so many times, I think I've forgotten what I've undone. It's too high up. Okay, so I think it's just a step. I think that's all I've lost. So step any direction. If under u equals 0, then thing, I'll step, step, step. Okay, cool. Cool, so it means that they've all got the 9s all done. Now, I suppose it does mean if you find a 0 after a point that someone else has already been the 0, but they haven't figured it out yet, they actually will go and do the same math. But I think that's not the long part of this process. The long part is the finding the zeros. You can see the girl down the bottom is just running around in circles trying to solve this. Got that 1 and 9. There we go. Alright, how's that for time? Oh, they pass. Definitely not using not breaking any records there. 44, last of the blue ones. It's party time. Okay. Each worker must pick up their cube and go to the party room, but only one of each cube value may remain along with the lucky worker holding those cubes. Anyone holding a redundant value must dive with their cube to an exit hole. There's only 1 to 6. Okay, so nearest starter cube. It's memory 1. Pick up memory 1. Now I just want to see if everyone picks up a data cube. They do adjust to say, alright, well, the one that it was my closest one's no longer there. Cool. Okay. So no one will be standing next to anyone else at the point that they all pick them up, because they will all be standing this is a 6x6 grid here. And this room is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grouped up. So there's 10 in, say, those two rows. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. How can I get them to walk into this room? Again, let's just break this down to looking at one person. So we want to say this girl here. So she goes and picks that up. So we would go if this direction equals wall. B then. Trying to think of what I could do. Say I had two people standing. Say they were already in here. Say there were three people standing in this room with 6. How would I get them to find each other? I feel like I'd have to have them in this room first, but the thing is that there's only 36 spots in that room, so that shouldn't be the correct thing. So if we said memory 2 is the nearest hole, I wonder if there's a way that I could get them to check amongst the cubes before anyone picks them up. Let's think about that. We go. Let's just get rid of these for a second. Try and see if I can calculate this. So if I said step any direction, if under me equals a data cube, set memory 1 as I think. So then you would know that, say you found a 4. How long could I get? Is there a way that I could get them to search to see if they could find another 4? Set it as a middle. And then how would you get out of this loop? The end of it. Well, there's going to be... If there's... I mean, there's no guarantee that there's going to be an equal share of... If there's, what I say, 45? You're not going to see a total number of people. How can I calculate my item? Anything there? What else other sets can I do? Well, it's definitely got me stumped. Six spots along this wall. Memory set 1. I don't think that matters. You can just go closest data cube. I think. No, because then you're looking at them. Alright. Nearest data cube. Nearest hole. Let's see if we can thin the herd somehow. No one's going to be standing next to anyone at the point where once we say pick up memory 1, no one is standing directly next to anyone else. They are all standing on their squares, basically one step down. Now I could just tell them to step 1 down and then pick them up, and that's sort of I know who's going to be standing where. Not that it overly matters. Is there a way I can compact them? This one really got me thinking. I wonder if it's something about trying to get them in order. If I could tell them to stand in an order, is like if the person to your left has this, then go. Okay, so let's try this. Nearest data cube, nearest hole. If down equals wall, a wall then, else step down, jump here. Okay, so if it equals a wall, if this person this person to your left is equal to, is less than my item, or they're greater than my item, step left. I mean, it's only going to apply to a certain group of people. This will have a fail rate. Else, step to memory 2. And then either way, jump. Let's just see how this goes. Let's just see if I can cull anyone from this. Great. Still some people that haven't even picked up their things yet. Right, because it's not... Yeah, okay. But the issue is if you don't have anyone to either side of you. If... There's 6 lines in here. So I feel like what we could do is you say something about walking in here and then taking the number of steps that your cube has, because then you could go 1 to 6. Wow, this one has me stumped. Let's turf that for now. almost like I need them to all walk to the same location. And then from there, move away. I don't quite know what the something means. I've never used a something. Oh, is it just if it's anything? Okay, so if... The other thing that I find tricky is how do you tell someone, how do you have two people compare them and only have one of them kill themselves? In 11 moves. I mean, just maybe what? Step any direction. If... That's all one instruction. There has to be an if in this. Okay. There's nothing in the party room to tell him, to really get him to move into the party room. Alright. Alright. If this equals a hole, that else if this equals, let's go back to this. This equals a hole. Step. Else step. That's what they do once they're in that room. If this equals a wall, no, a wall, step, left, else step down. Now, this here should jump to here. And put another if in here. Check it at the bottom. If to your left equals my item, then step memory 2, jump to, yeah, I don't know. Why are those people stuck on pickup? That equals a hole, else equals that, else step. Right, so that should be in there. Then we need to jump from here to there as well. Try that. Why are they wandering off into there? Oh, they've got that memory 2 thing, so... I don't understand what this number 2 guy here is doing. He was trying to kill himself the whole time? I feel like too many people are exiting off that way. I don't quite get why they're hitting this step. Something's not working right in this. Basically, this is what they need to do once they're in the room. If that's a hole, step up. If that's a hole, step down. Else... Basically, it should be else that. Now, I think possibly what it needs to be is that we jump this to here and we say, if that's a wall step thing, if this equals a wall, then jump to here. Else step. Step down, is that right? Then once you're in there, if that, jump. That's your item. Step 2. Alright, let's try that. Now they're just wandering straight in. This equals a hole. Step up. Okay, so she's not walking all the way to the wall. That's the problem now. If this equals a wall, step right. That equals a wall. I feel I'm so confused with this now that the basic commands are just throwing me. Okay. If this equals a wall, that does not equal a wall. Step down. Else, step left. No. Step left. Oh, this is going to be so padded out now because I've just got to break this down into an individual. No. Wrong part. Jump. Step down. Jump. Step left. Else. If this does not equal a wall, step that way. Jump. Else. Jump to here. Now I realize that that's literally going to do that anyway, but I don't care at this point. That equals a whole everything. Alright. Can they get in that room now? Alright, now mingle. It seems like way too many people again are dying. Why are some people still up here? Where are they jumping from? Down the bottom. That jumps now in the wrong spot. Okay. These two jumps are both in the wrong spot. They should now just both be here. Try that again. The problem is that those guys that aren't in the room now will never come back into the room. I think that the fix for that would be... you can't step diagonally. And if there's a hole below you, you can't step left. Now that should keep them out of that doorway, I think. Which just means if you get to here, you have to... Can't see how this is going to hit under the timer. Since it's only going to be people... well, I mean... basically having to rely on two people hitting the same spot at the same time. And you can even say that sometimes they just do stand next to each other, but they don't actually hit the... I'm also pretty certain I don't have a 6 left either. No, I do. Okay. What are we down to? Just 2 4s? Oh, they passed each other in the night there. Is that it? We got 2 or something? 2 3s. Okay. Whoa. Close. Closer than it should have been. Okay. Let's think about this. This step section. Okay. I would say that I'm down to here. This is now where I need to solve this. Else. Nearest worker equals memory 3. Now the problem is I can't think of a way... So Try this. Step. Memory 3. This is going to be where it's weird. If this direction or this direction or this direction. We only want one side of everything. So, for example, you're standing here. 2, 3, 4. Direction. Good enough. Equals my item. Else. Step. Any direction. Jump. Back up there. So hopefully that's saying that both people shouldn't kill themselves in that. They should just go step to each other. And then be satisfied with it. Okay, if people are getting to the end, we'll to jump out from here. Needs to be to the top, I guess. Not quite sure what that jump was for. That would be if it equals a hole. So that jump should go to here. Hey, much faster. Thank goodness. Oh. I wholeheartedly apologise for that one. I hope that one's truly for the people that want to see me suffer. 43 and 44, and we'll start the next section next time. Any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below. If you know how to do that one in 11 moves, definitely chuck that in there too. I'd love to hear it. I don't know what I was missing on that one. Alright, till next time, I deeply apologise.